Here's your grill. When you get it out of the box, it'll be just like this. You connect the hoses for your gas to the fittings on both the ring burners and on the central fast burner, and the hoses and the fittings are pretty self-evident. You can either use 2 propane tanks, one for each burner, or you could use this, which we are also including a T connector, and you insert the regulators, attach the regulators to either side of the T, and then you can use 1 propane tank. And if you do that, if you like, the propane tank can be put down on the bottom of the grill for more compact grill. Let's go through a few of the setups. For just standard regular grilling, you use the heat spreader. It's a big heavy chunk of stainless steel with some vent holes in it and slots, and you insert it from the front towards the back. It's a tight fit. Once you get it in there, center that on the burners, and then you've got a nice big heat spreader for spreading the heat evenly from the center burners and from the ring burners. And each of the burners is separately controllable so that you can get just the right amount of heat in the different zones that you want. The inner zone, and then the middle zone, and then the outer zone. In this grill configuration, you can use the cast iron grill surface, or I even cook right on top of the heat spreader itself. The heat spreader will warp a little bit. It's just natural. There's a lot of heat that's going to be put into this chunk of metal, so if it warps a little bit, that's natural. Put the grill on. Now you can access the heat spreader still by taking off these cast iron grill sections. You can put smoke chips if you like a smoky flavor for your food, and of course you have the different zones that you can grill on. So we'll take the heat spreader and the grill off, and we'll put on the accessory ring. Accessory ring fits right there, and with the accessory ring in place, you can put the wok stand, which has 2 parts to it. And now the wok stand is used with the inner ring burner and with the fast central burner, depending on what type of cooking you're doing. So for just conventional woking, put on your wok, and then you're good to go with the wok cooking. It's a very large. It's actually a 21.5-inch wok, so there's plenty of room here to cook a lot of food. I use the wok for deep frying, for steaming, of course for stir fry. It's an excellent cooking surface, and you can see why it's been around for 2,000 or 3,000 years. Now you can take the wok stand out, take out the accessory ring, put the wok stand back in place. Now this is a nice heavy cast iron griddle. Really, really solid, heavy piece. We import this from Spain. It's got 2 surfaces. One has the ribs on it, and the other is a flat surface for like doing pancakes and maybe burgers or steaks on this side. But that can be put right on top of the wok stand. You want to make sure you've always got an airflow, because as the gas combusts from the burners, it needs expansion. The air needs to get out of the way. So you don't want to have anything where you're blocking the flow of air from the burners. So you put the wok stand like that with the grill grate. With the cast iron griddle. You can flip it over and have the nice flat surface. And again, as you work with the grill, you'll find a lot of different ways of configuring things. There's so many parts to it that I'm sure there's a lot of things we haven't explored yet. But every time we cook and try something new, we're pleasantly surprised with the capabilities of the grill. So I'm going to take off the wok stand. Now this is a great cooking tool as well. This is a paella pan. Again, we import this from the same manufacturer in Spain. That manufacturer also makes the the ring burners, and they are made to work with this pan. This is a combination that's designed exactly for this, but with the IncrediGrill now, it makes a really nice surface to cook paella. I use this pan for steaming. I use it for shallow frying, for sautéing, for making paella. Of course, it's ideal. You've got the two ring burners, so you've got a very even heat, but you have the control of the temperature of either burner, so you can make it hot in the center and then bring food out along the edges to either stay warm or cook slower. Also, this paella pan, as I've described, is what I use for the drip pan. So that goes under here. Now when you're in the grill mode, any drippings will be collected in the paella pan as a drip pan and keep things all nice and clean and neat. This is the riser ring, and we use this for a few different cooking styles. You can use it with the leg sticking up or with the legs down. Again, the idea is to make sure you've got a nice flow of air going underneath or going from the burners. When you want to set this up, for example, as a rotisserie, what I usually do is I'll take the heat spreader, so put the heat spreader in place. Put some wood chips on the heat spreader. We like the food to have that nice smoky flavor to it. And then put your riser ring with the legs facing up. The reason you want the legs facing up is you'll see when you use the wok as a lid, this keeps a nice standoff, and also again it lets the air continue to flow through while retaining and capturing some of the heat. Now what I found, I was going to build a clip for you, but this is actually a much better solution. This is the stainless steel fork and spit. So if you have your food on here, it goes in just like that, very convenient to get the food in and out. This works exceptionally well. Take the, again, nice high quality stainless steel, powerful motor. Set that on the handle of the grill, and then you're good to go. You've got the rotisserie going, nice and convenient, very easy to take the food off, put back in place. And again, with the wok flipped upside down, the wok will retain the heat and also the smoke, and you get a nice rotisserie. I mean, it's just fantastic. It's a great rotisserie system. Now, to make pizza, there's a couple of ways to set it up for a pizza oven. One of the ways that I like, and it's always experimenting to see what works best. But if you leave the heat spreader in place, put the grill plate back in, leave the riser ring in place. So sometimes I'll grill with the riser ring and it acts as a windscreen. Other times we'll take the riser ring off. But in the case of setting this up for a pizza oven, we've got the heat spreader and we've got the cast iron grill. That gives us a lot of thermal mass that retains the heat and makes it a very even, gentle heat. And then we've got the pizza stone. Place that in the center. Get everything nice and hot. Put your pizza on. When everything's hot, put the wok on as the lid, and then you've got a pizza oven. That's a few of the configurations. As I said, when you start working with the grill, I'd really love to hear how you're using it, and maybe some ideas you've got on the different configurations you'll come up with these accoutrements that you add to it. Like I keep saying, this is really an IncrediGrill. There's a lot of different cooking styles that you can do. I know you're looking for something to help make some healthier food. The wok is fantastic for that. You can do some really great steaming, no fat grilling with searing of food, so you get that nice crust on it, and still you don't have to add butter or oil to get the flavors that you want. So have good luck, and please give me a call immediately or email if you have any questions, and I'm always here to help you. Thank you.